from Brussels, actually, kind of rushing home at the end of the day to watch the live feed from the BBC. And what open-mouthed, actually, is the truth of Boris Johnson's kind of shallowness and incompetence have come to light. He gambled everything, and he's lost. It has backfired in the most spectacular fashion. You mentioned the Jacob Rees-Mogg photo. Hopefully you've all seen the incredible meme with the graph of the Tory majority following the shape of his body. You know, Johnson has lost his majority, lost all credibility, lost his first 4 votes in Parliament as PM. Absolutely unprecedented. Lost his brother's support as well. And you know, actually, that's interesting, isn't it? Because the divisions in families that have been caused by this whole Brexit mess are just one of the really tragic side effects of this whole thing. Because fundamentally, our country's problem is not our relationship with the EU. Our country's problem is our completely broken political system. And despite the fact that we have seen this week an unprecedented response from across the House, including the actions of a few brave Conservatives who have put country before party, have put the greater good before personal benefit. Yeah, I want to salute them. And I also, in fact, I brought another prop. So this umbrella is from Westminster protests. I was there last night and actually had a campaign against the arms trade protest yesterday, where it sheltered quite a few protesters from the rain. And I brought some posters from a cross-party action that we took in the European Parliament this week, demonstrating solidarity across parties, across England, Wales, Scotland, Northern Ireland, and indeed the Republic of Ireland, to demonstrate our solidarity in opposing not only no deal, but the threats to democracy that face us and continue to face us. Because although yesterday's passage of the bill through the Lords means that technically no deal is ruled out, we can see that Johnson is still trying to wriggle out. We are still not out of the woods on this particular question, and still less on the need to reform our political system. But what is positive is that it has become clear, not just to those of us who've known this for a long time, but to the country as a whole over the last week, that our broken political system, with its winner-takes-all character, does no longer serve us, if indeed it ever did. And so we need to keep up the pressure, and that's why I'm so pleased that people are on the streets still today. We still, presumably, are going to see the suspension of Parliament next week. That is still an outrage, even though Boris Johnson's gamble there has backfired. There is plenty of important political business that needs to be dealt with, as does Brexit. We know we must not have no deal. It is far too dangerous for the country. But we need to work out a way forward. We need to rethink and rebuild our UK political system, put our own house in order. We need a political system in which every single person's vote counts. We have nothing like that now, and that has led us to this sorry state of affairs. We need to rebuild trust in politics, and that starts with people feeling that they are heard by their politicians. I've been on the street in Ledbury this morning, again, talking to people who have lost faith in politics entirely. We have to rebuild that and then reset our relationship with the European Union. Working in the EU is such a privilege. Representing the West Midlands is such a privilege. It is a place full of people working for the greater good. working to create a fairer society, working to tackle inequality, working to uphold the rule of law, working to tackle the climate crisis that has been so ignored. We must not leave the EU. Leaving the EU will not help us, but fixing our own political system will. We've seen in the last week that people power works. People being in this square and in town squares around the country last weekend and leading up to it was crucial in strengthening the resolve of those who voted to take control in Parliament this week. People power works, and I thank you for your role in it. Thank you.
Give it up one more time for Ellie Chowns. Fantastic.